Hello everybody, sorry for the delay. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Great. Okay, sorry for the delay guys. Well, it's gonna be a long weekend. Next week ahead. Do you hear me well? You've got the chat of YouTube now, I think, and everybody can write there, I think. So just check if you can write there. Make sure that everybody it's able to, do all of that, and here you are. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, go remember my channel, YouTube. Yeah, last week we couldn't be using WhatsApp because they just they tell you that you need to be doing things from you need to verify with 24-48 hours, something like this. So anyway, now we are okay. Here we are. Yeah, cool. So we're going to try to do this in 30 minutes, 45 minutes max. All right. Let's start with what we've got here. Okay, I've got gold with all my super lines and everything. Oh my goodness, this is YouTube. Okay, let's see if I get the link to YouTube because this is a pain. BC here. The YouTube is, it says that it's here. I don't know if anybody is able to get me here or people are going to Twitch. I don't know where people are going. Let's see, because this is maybe that. Let's see if someone can get there. I've got some people actually that are here. Videos, yeah, here. I've got some people online already. Get there. I've got some people actually. Yeah. So. There we go. Here we are. Hello everybody. Hope you made it here. It's the end of the world. Okay. So let's see if we can cancel here. Oh, my daughter woke up. Well, I hope that everybody's here. Let's see. We were talking last week about gold. Well, this week has been very interesting about gold, and I think it's going to continue being very interesting. Okay, so I'll try to explain. We have, well, as you can see, we have a lot of resistances and supports over here. We had, as I said last week, I'll update the Twitch link and I'll remove the Twitch link. I have a lot of people are not going to Twitch. Anyway, we had last week, this was last week, okay. that it was going up, and it continuously went up. We had to break this 130 resistance. Okay, we tried it. Every time we tried it, it went down. Okay. We can go to the 1 hour, and it's even easier to see. You can see here that whenever we reach to 130, 132, boom, like it was like the Chinese wall. Okay, it was always rejected. I want to leave clear that this line that we have, this trend line that is following, that is falling, that is dropping. This trend line is a trend line that comes from August 2020. So it's the trend line from the top of August 2020, and we are on or around this trend line. You can see that whenever it touched over here, boom, it drops. We're trying to break it. Right now, we are on a very interesting moment from my point of view, because we are, as you can see right now, having a support on this trend line. We're having that this can become now a support, but it depends on what we have ahead. It means that it depends on what we are having on in the future, next week ahead. Over here, you can see that this resistance on 1832, it was pretty strong. When it tried over here to go up, immediately it went down. You can see also I've got the RSI and I've got the stochastic over here. Okay, so when it went up, the same hour, the next hour was going down, and then from here, even though we have a higher high up here, there is a trend line going down. So we have on the RSI, we have this saying no, we don't want to. Even though it's going up, it's supposed to continue going down. So the thing is that the interesting thing is that right now the RSI is close to the bottom. Okay, this is on a 1 hour chart. Okay, it's a 1 hour chart in gold. It means that we are on the 1813s, 1812, 18, and this is again the dropping trend line from August last year. Okay, so we are on, that's why I have this red, you can see that there's this red rectangle. Okay, these rectangles for me are important support and resistant areas. Okay, so from my point of view over here on 1810, okay, on the 1810, we start a strong support area, or in the case that we would be like below this, it will be a strong resistance. So to go below here, it means that it needs a massive sale to break all of this. We are right now in the middle of the month. We have things happening next week. We haven't checked, actually, we haven't checked the calendar so far. We will check this right now after gold. But as we have over here this week that we had, if it doesn't break the if it doesn't break the 1800s, from my point of view, we're still uptrend, as I say. Like, we go to the 4 hour chart and look at this. I'm going to show you again. This is the way it is. We were over here on our famous drop in June that everybody knows, like a lot of accounts that we know blew up during that 16th of, I think it was the 16th of June, that drop. There was like, I don't know how many dollars, like $100 or something like this, and it continued dropping, and everybody was waiting for the pullback that it would probably go up. But after we broke that long line, that long trend line over here, I'm pointing, I have my finger here, my cursor. After it broke that, it was so strong. You can see the volume. The volume over here of the sale was massive. We're talking of that's, and this is 4 hour. Okay, we're not even talking about a daily chart. This is a 4 hour. You can see that the sale was so strong that it would not recover that easily. So it continued dropping until the 1760, and that's when from over there stabilized. We have another like of my rectangles that it shows that if it breaks here, it will continue dropping. You know, I have like these rectangles come from normally daily charts or weekly charts. Okay, so that's how you see here. You can see how my where my rectangles are coming from. Okay, it means that this was strong before, this was strong before. Okay, so right now we can see that from last year in August, the downtrend line was broken. Okay, so that's why this is the same trend line we have in the charts. Okay, from here to here to here, but over here the RSI broke, so it means that we started an uptrend trend line. Okay, this uptrend trend line broke over here on the 16th. You remember this, the 1880 to 1760. So yeah, $120, something like this. So this drop is what make this uptrend break on the weekly chart. But again, if we go to the daily or we go to the 4 hour, I'll make all of this bigger, okay, guys, because it's like time is relative. Okay, and since time is relative in all of these symbols and instruments, right now we were coming from a moment, as you remember that I told last week, we were finishing head, shoulders, and knees and toes. Yeah, shoulder, neck, shoulder, head, shoulder. Yeah, and we reached the objective. So we made those 1760, so like a 1760. That was the target that I aimed for. It tried to go up, but it couldn't. So we stabilized here. This point over here on the 1755, that when it touched on the 29th of June, we stabilized. As we stabilized, okay, over here, as we stabilized over here, the trend continued to go upwards. Okay, the fact that we went upwards, is quite obvious. You can see how this is a 200, if I'm not mistaken, a 200 or 150. Is it? No, that's not this one. The red one. This one's the blue one. This one's the red one. 150 period. Okay, weighted moving average. It's going upwards. Okay, since it's moving upwards right now, even though we had all of this drop, in my point of view, we are still going up. We need very strong news next week to break this RSI. Okay, if we break this RSI down here, if we do break this RSI over here, we are downtrend. If we break this RSI, it means that most probably, we will be also breaking the 150 period weighted moving average. So as soon as this breaks down here, I don't know if I can make a circle over here. As soon as this breaks down here, this also should break over here. this thing should break, going downtrend, I mean. If this doesn't happen, it means that we're going upwards. We should have, in that case, a rebound. So if this is not crossing downtrend, this should spike up somehow, and therefore from around here, okay, this is a 4-hour chart, so from somewhere around here we should be going upwards again. Okay, again, all of this is an analysis. It doesn't need to be like this. Okay, it doesn't need to be like this. It means that well, it can happen. Okay, it's only a thought. It's only like we have. You can see the MACD. The MACD is also telling us even in the 4-hour chart. It's telling us that we are right now on a selling period. Okay, but look at this. We had this triangle over here that I'm going to try to draw, and I'm going to try and make this here, but with a different line. Okay, this one, so it's easier for you to even 1 pixel, 2 pixels, and another one that was like even going from down here, you know, like you can see that this is here. So it's when you have something like this, okay, that it's trying to break, but right now look at that, it went back. Okay, so over here is when we have started. I will try to make actually a trend line around over here. We can see that here we have started a moment of decline in gold that either it changes when it touches this RSI over here, and when it touches this moving average, or we are downtrend. Okay, if it doesn't hold on these trend lines and on this moving average, we are downtrend. As I said, all of this depends again on our great news. Let's see if I can open our fantastic calendar that we will have from Forex Factory. Duplicate this, I'll bring it over here. Hey, I don't want this window. Here. So this is for next week. It's going to be from here till here. No, starting here and then here. Apply settings. Voila. As the French would say. For the sorry, I'm gonna filter. I'm gonna filter only. Oh, sorry, only the high impact. Okay, I'll apply this filter. Oh, whoa, we've got the. Oops, sorry, somebody's talking. Okay, yeah. So we have Germany, which is very important in the European Union. Therefore, when Germany coughs, Europe sneezes. Okay, so it's important to see what they're going to happen, what they're going to say. I guess this is going to be Lagarde, or who's going to speak over here? President, yeah, this is going to be Lagarde probably speaking on the ECB. And yeah, well, my guess is that nothing is going to happen, but guys, it doesn't matter. Whenever we have one of these high impact news, beware when you have positions open. The same one we have over here, we've got Germany, which is a very important, if not the main economy of the European Union. We're talking about the Purchasing Managers Index. We're talking about also services. This is also going to be moving any pair that touches the euro. From my experience, when the euro moves as well, normally the gold also moves. Even though the gold is connected to the dollar, let's put it this way, if something is good for the euro, let's put it this way, normally it's not as good for the dollar, therefore gold reacts. That's my experience, but as we have seen, like even in the previous weeks, that something happens for the dollar that it's supposed to, I don't know, dollar goes down, or we have terrible news, and then the dollar even goes up. I say, well, they just had bad news, so it should be the other way around. Well, we are living in special moments, let's put it this way. Exceptional moments, I would call it. And therefore, it means that we are on a situation that nothing is completely predictable. So be careful when trading news. I always suggest everybody to have positions closed or positions well covered when you are going to be trading any news. Okay, that's my experience. That's what I suggest. Okay, anyway, just let's put it clear. Just cover your ass, as I said last week. Don't leave it to a prayer. Don't leave it to God. Okay, just trade, and make sure that you trade well and that you are balancing your risk and that you're doing it well. Okay, that like news are very hard to trade. It's like day trading. It's like when scalping, we're talking about things that need experience. So it's much better or much easier when you are just following the trend. You see things on a slower move. So be careful with all of these changes. Okay, last week we had everything going, even though we had drops all week. In the end, gold was going up, which was what I thought it would do. But again, look at that. Just one day, I think it was the CPI. Like, I think it was Friday. Look at Friday. It's like it's from Friday. Just look at gold. So one one of these news can change everything. One of these things can change everything. So be very careful, because if you're opening very large positions and the candle goes against you, you're trapped. And again, please don't pray. Just make sure that you're trading, that you know what you're doing. And we have here on a 4-hour, we have a Bollinger, this Bollinger bands. Okay, they're still very wide open. They're very wide open. It means that the price can move. Okay, I think, as I said, that they can continue going down. It can continue going down. But here we can see that the price is right now 1800. So what we're talking is 1800. Okay, so if it breaks this price, then we should check this RSI. We should check the MACD. If everything continues, we might be on a massive sell-off. Okay, we need to say that we have done here. The stochastic is very down. Where stochastic right now is on a 20 something. Yeah. If I open my MetaTrader, I'd like to see also in my MetaTrader where the special. I've got a different stochastic stock. Let's see where it is for gold and it's not this one. That's Bitcoin. Okay, here. Hello. It needs to work here. So if we go for 4-hour, let's see. Yeah, we're again we're very low. Okay, so taking into account that we are on a stochastic is on a 26, it means that most likely from here it should go up. This is the RSI 4. The RSI 4 is very reactive. We're talking on a 14. So either that's the Bollinger Bands, we're on a over here. Either this continues dropping or we are on our way up. Okay. Who knows? Just stay safe when you're trading. You can see the drop. Okay, of this 16th of June. Let's see the 15-minute chart. We are on the last 15 minutes. Stochastic is on the top. It was going up from here. Last 15 minutes was, even though it was a massive sell-off. You can see from that's when New York opened over here. Look at this, the EPP, the Entry Points Pro, which is a great indicator, is telling us to sell. Look at that, like from the 18, and we've got the pivot on 1823. We are talking of, look at that, from here to here. That's 800 points, guys. That's a lot. Okay, that's a massive drop. Even over here, when it tried to rise, we're talking about like whoever sold over here made 1,600 points. Okay, so please do not try to catch the whole movement, because you can get trapped. Okay, unless you're very patient and you're very self-controlled and you have lots of experience and you know what you're doing. Okay, anyway, we're gonna move to any other symbol. Let's see what I don't know, the euro dollar or something is doing. Whoever is watching, I think that we don't have many people watching today because of, I think I made a mistake with my link and people went to Twitch. Oh yeah, you see, people went to Twitch. Oh my goodness, that's my epic fail. Well, yeah, hilarious. I don't know how to. I need to go to Twitch then. I need to tell people to leave Twitch. I don't know how to do that. Twitch, leave Twitch. It's the end of the world. I don't know how to do that. Anyway, if you are on Twitch, I don't know how to tell you actually to leave. 100 tops. Okay. I'll send a message. People want to Twitch. Sorry. Anyway, if you are here, hola, Emmanuel, blah, blah. Sorry, that's a very hard to pronounce. I've got my cat here telling me that he wants food. Everybody in my family wants to eat. I need to get a lot of more money, a new job or something, because like everybody wants to eat. Everybody wants some cash, and I don't do enough. Anyway, let's see. What guys? What do you want to check? Let's check the euro dollar again. What was doing this week for our chart? What did we say that was going to happen? I don't remember. I've got a terrible memory, so please, guys, be mild. What I see over here that I wrote is that we had some. Oh, okay, well, yeah. My computer's telling me that my computer's not strong enough. It's not powerful enough. It can happen when you're streaming and you're opening extra windows. Okay, I'm gonna close here. I'm gonna close there. I'm gonna close my MetaTrader right now. We don't need it. Okay. So we're still moving uptrend. Even though we can see that we have this, as again, these rectangles are massive, okay, and as I said before, we most likely can be in a beautiful triangle that can be formatting. So if we're talking from here to here, okay, and from here to here, we need to see what the hell happens, okay, with oops, I made a mistake clicking here to here. Again, this is a we need to wait till August for this to finish. Sorry, this is not right. It needs to go down here. Okay. So as you can see from here, whatever, bam, 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 you go down, guys, over here. You can even go to the daily chart, and it's going to be easier to see. It was already on the daily chart. Fantastic. I love it. I do things and I repeat them. So, I guess I did it. So, depends on what happens these days. We can see that this is the daily chart. The daily chart we have here is that this was last week. Again, we touched. Every time we touch, we are like moving up. See, it drops, then it goes up. So we need to, I always, and I say and I repeat that we are going to check RSIs. Okay, for me the RSI is very useful, the same as the MACD. I'll say look at the MACD where it is. The MACD right now is on you know, in Mordor. You know, it's like it's basically like in with Hades down there. Okay, it's like we had the same in March. It went down there to Mordor and then it went up. Okay, so because we have the same happening over here, everything is kind of green, as we can see. This is a daily chart. Okay, we're on a daily chart. If we go down here, we can see that from here, I'm gonna check if we can make this RSI a bit thicker. RSI, can we make it? Yeah. Can I make it? Yeah, now I can see better. So this is Mordor. So this is when this is last year, Mordor. So since Mordor last year, but right now the triangle starts over here. So we can see that there has been another Mordor. We are on the edge again, on the 30. Every time you touch 30, here no, here it tried, like from here it was going uptrend, even though this one was lower, we're going uptrend. So let's try to draw some trend lines over here. So here, sorry, wrong button, my bad, I need this one. So from here, it was going upwards, here it broke. Okay, you can see that, sorry, I'm going to make this bigger for you guys. We went from here that it was a low, okay, low, and from here it went down here, but even though it was the same, lower or even lower, the RSI was higher. We were uptrend, we were going up, we were going up, we were going up. Here you can see that here we touched the highest high, but it continuously went up, even though the RSI was, we had a divergence over here, and then that divergence was confirmed over here when we broke. Okay, so then we can say that, okay, boom, we can change this to a different pattern. So we are here, and this highest high becomes a new pattern. And then again, boom, boom, over here, we're breaking. You see, this continues going down, but we're breaking. It takes some time, as you can see, to break, but it finally broke. Okay? Then from here, again, we're supposed to be making blah, blah, blah. It continuously going down. So I would say that from here, we went and we make another one. This goes here. This goes here. And we broke. Again, look at this, and we break. Now we are here, okay, and this one, if we zoom in, the funny thing is that the second one is lower than the first one. So this is not a divergence. It means that this one is really lower in the RSI than this one. Okay, over here we are talking about over here is let's see, this is a 27.45, and this is a 27.11. Okay, so it means that this is the lowest low over here. So I don't know where this line will be next, you know, but the beginning right now, it's here. So from here, we don't know where we are going. Okay, but the thing is that even though from here, which is this is the lowest low, the lower low, even though we're here, from here, and even though here, sorry, this line over here, and this is lower, it's higher. So we should be going upwards. Okay, we should be going uptrend. It would be interesting to see where we're heading. Whoa, what is going on over here? What is happening here? It would be interesting to see where we are heading, because I don't know. I think that it will rebound up. We have this 18. As I said, I think that 120. This is kind of like 120 is going to be like the electroshock. Okay, if we cross this one, this trend line that I marked, if I mark it for a reason, there has to be like for spare there for something. Okay, so if we are here, we need to be, even look at this weekly chart, like we are on a perfect and beautiful triangle that is finishing. We need to see what the heck happens next week. Okay, look at how even in the weekly chart we are, again, the stochastic is on the bottom. From here to here, this is on we are 41.58. This is 42. So this one is supposed to be lower. Okay, so in theory we are going down over here, but weekly, let's put it this way, weekly is for Forex. Weekly can change things, especially when we have news. All of these things can change very, very fast. So because this is weekly, next week this can be just uptrend, depending on the news that we have from Forex, from the European Central Bank. Okay, guys? So I suggest that you keep an eye when investing on the euro dollar. Check this like bottom floors, check like connect, make this trend line yourself, check when it's breaking, check if it really goes lower than that, where we're heading towards. Okay, over here it's telling us completely that we are supposed to be going down. Okay, but after the sell-off from the 16th, we can be creating also something very interesting that I would like to show you. Where is this? Here. So let's put it in a different way then. Let's bring this one down here. Somebody might know what this is. This is a pattern in Murphy's book. You can find it. It's a very interesting pattern, because it means that basically when this points down, the result of this pattern is completely the opposite of where it's pointing. Okay, so in theory, if this is pointing down somewhere around here or around here, we should go back up the same size of the pattern. Okay, so it means that from here till here, this is the size of where we should be going. Okay, that's the theory. Again, we are talking about the theory. Wherever this breaks, okay, this is supposed to be going a bit higher because we have here. So whenever this breaks, I don't know where, like if it breaks over here, if it breaks over here, if it breaks, wherever this breaks, if this pattern is confirmed, it means that this should be going over here. 19. So as you can see, it's basically, we're talking about probably 27. What is today? Today is the 18th. So we cannot be going that far. This should break before. So we're talking about, look at that, we're talking about going and breaking the whole thing that we are talking about from the 118,200 to 119,900 basically. So it means that if it breaks upwards, it should be going up here. That's the theory. Okay, even though the arrow, okay, is upside down, whatever. The theory is that the height of this special triangle, this, I don't know how it's called right now in English. It means that if this is pointing down, this is going up, and it should go up the same size of the pattern, okay, which is actually the top of the resistance. We're talking about, you know, this is a key point in the euro dollar right now, okay. So we should see how all of this will end up. Anyway, let's see. Questions? I'll write them. Okay, questions, euro dollar. This I'll leave all of this drawn for next week. Let's see how much of this actually is happening. British pound, US dollar. Well, as I said last time, I don't know why I have all of these lines over here. Like, I don't know what I said last week. Sorry, I'm like Dory, okay? Like this fish from I don't know if this is copyrighted and I can actually say it. But my memory is that I have a fish memory. That's why I'm married with a beautiful woman that helps me with this, and I've got a diary that I write down everything. You need also, if you trade, you need a diary, okay? Anyway, we are back over here. I don't know why the heck I wrote all of this. I drew all of this here. I don't know what I was talking about last week. I'll probably be the worst streamer ever. We are talking about, this is May. Okay, 140. We have actually the same pattern over here, I think. But this is from June the 14th. That's the same. I think we have the same pattern over here. For break up and down, the key area. I told you for euro dollar. I told you for the euro dollar, you have these lines, man. These lines. We're talking about that right now. Right now, euro dollar, we have this trend line that I don't know what the heck this is drawn in. 4 hour day. This is a day, no? Yeah, this is on a day basis. This was this was the one I just drew that we don't know where it's going. Okay, so as I said, this one we don't know where this is heading. We are supposed to be going upwards. I'll keep it only for the daily one, for one day to that one day, because if not, then I get lost on why the hell I have this line here. If we go to the 4 hour, I still see that we have this going upwards. Okay. Sorry, my daughter's over here and she's saying that she doesn't agree, so I don't know if I would trust myself. I think that we're talking that if we break these lower lows over here where we are on the daily basis, the euro, the thing is that the euro is getting stronger, not only because the dollar is getting weaker, but because it's getting stronger, and the problem is that the European Central Bank cannot do much about it. Like it's trying to control it because that's bad for the exports. Okay, they want to try to not to get it so high, like as 118, you know. Even with the ruble, we're talking about things like it's like 83. With any other currency, you know, the euro is getting expensive. It's like like the pound, you know, it's becoming too expensive, and that's bad for the exports. So when you are exporting, for trading is not good. And I'm not talking about trading, our trading, but trading of merchant trading. So what is here? I think the euro, if it breaks again, if it breaks our trend line, if we're breaking our trend line, well, from my point of view, we're going up. Okay, in euro dollar, we're going upwards. I think the dollar cannot stand. Like the dollar is very weak. The dollar needs to continuously be weak. They can have good news, they can have a good day, but as long as they're printing money, like there's no the inflation, you know, like it's there. I want to see what happens with the inflation. Those are the numbers that I'm interested in, because whenever the inflation is, you know, spiking like I think it will this year, it will be very hard for the Feds to control it after printing so much money. So even if they just rise the interests, people, like when there's so much money in the market and when you're giving free money to the people in the USA, like they're just getting checks, you know. It's like it's come on, spend, make sure that everybody has money, you know. It's that's why, like, you know, this, what's this name of this platform? I think it's Robinhood, that now they've got this IPO, you know, like it's, everybody's like, if you go to the USA, everything is about right now, just go and your checks, invest in Tesla, invest or whatever, spend your money in stocks and just get rich, invest on Bitcoin, you know, Elon Musk is going to say something, you'll get rich next day, and your check from $1,000 will become 5,000. So anyway, like it's they're on a moment, from my point of view. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but they're on a desperate mode. They got good results on this week, so I'm actually very happy, because look, I don't like having, like, you know, people unemployed. I don't like when the stores have to close down. This means that more people unemployed. It means that families don't get money. They're not able to buy food. Okay, so I don't like that. We are in the hands of all these people. So, but the economy, there's actually a very interesting book that I would suggest. It's called Simple Economy or something like this. I'm gonna Google it, because it explains you how the economy works from a very easy point of view. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna Google it in Amazon. Let's see, Amazon. I'm sorry for advertising Amazon, but like they've got everything. Okay. Amazon. Here. This is the book. The book is called Basic Economy by Thomas Sowell. Okay, here I'm going to send a link to the book in Amazon.com. So I'm going to open this one. I'm going to open a new app, Amazon.com. If you want to understand how Basic Economy, Thomas Sowell, yeah. This book, wait, basic, here, this one. This book is, they are all audiobooks. Yeah, well, I don't know if the USA people even read Basic Economics. Okay, this one. This is 60. I don't know. I didn't pay $60. I paid 20. Hardcover, $20. Okay, whatever. Yeah, this one. This book is a very interesting book, because for people who are not economists, I am not an economist, okay? This book helps you to understand what is economy and how does it work, how everything connects, okay? How the world is connected. You need to understand that after the Second World War, the economy, you have Keynes, you have like how everything got everything changed, okay? And it explains even from the very beginning how even the pharaohs, how in the old Roman Empire, how everything is actually connected to economy, and how all of this is a balance. So when the balance is broken, you need to rebalance it somehow. Okay, so it's a very well, you see, bestseller. Okay, by this is Amazon, it's not me. I have it, I've read it, I recommend it to everybody who is not an economist, because if you're an economist you don't need this. But if you're not an economist, get this book. It's very easy to read. You see, like, reading, as it says over here, okay, basic economics is a citizen's guide to economics, written for those who want to understand how the economy works but have no interest in, you know, equations and shit for economists. Okay, all of those, you know, equations and those things. Anyway, you can Google it. You have now the name and all of this in the video. My daughter agrees, so it means it's a good book. Anyway, apart from this, if we go back to the analysis, okay, if we go back to the analysis, I think that we are on the 118 for the dollar. 118 for the dollar is a limit. If we break the 117,500, we're talking about a downtrend. If we break that 117,500, which is around here, okay, we might get there before spiking up. Okay, so it means that if we get there and we don't continue going down, it means that from there is the bottom up. Okay, so we are going up from here. You can see that in this triangle that we have formed, we can have, again, my lovely, bollocks, sorry, I'm also the streamer that says bad words. Or here we are uptrend. Okay, so from here, which is we are down here, well, I can put it down here if you wanted to. Well, this is actually the bottom, even though it went down. Okay, so we are uptrend. If we don't break this, the euro dollar, we are going upwards. Okay, this is from the 17th of January. My goodness, June. I don't know where my head is. Sorry, this week I'm traveling and I've got so much stuff going on. So anyway, I think that, like, if we don't break this trend line that we have, if we don't break the 17,500s, the 117,500, we're going up. Okay. My daughter yesterday was a month old. Well, is a month old right now. My daughter Lara, yes. Now you're on the video. Welcome. Hola. Yeah. Sí, guapa. Okay. She's hungry. Mama needs to come. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, that's what happens when you stream with your daughter and your cat. Everybody wants to participate. You see? My wife doesn't have these problems because when she streams with her gaming and all of this, like, nobody's allowed to be near her. Okay, we're in the Great British Pound, US dollar. The pound, as I said, from my point of view, is and John knows, I call it the Internet Explorer of the currencies, because everything happens, you know, slow. They take things slow. I think that the pound, unless different things happen, the pound can be getting stronger. I believe that we are in a moment of, how to say it, they should get weaker because of how to say it, well, they've got massive cases with the coronavirus. Okay, we have these limits over here. Don't tell me why I've got so many lines over here, because I don't know. This may come from another time frame, but again, if we come from this higher high, we go down. This is the higher high on the 23rd of February, okay, which is here. Even though we went the same height, so we went to 142 for the dollar, we never reached that. So it means that we're going down. The problem is that we have here a massive, for the British pound dollar, we have a massive, I'll draw it over here, because then we just extend it, okay? We have strong support. I don't know how long this can be holding, because right now, this is a daily chart again. This is a daily chart. This is going down pretty fast. We're talking that right now the RSI is 39, okay? I think that from what we can see, it can continuously going down. It's pretty much is going down. Okay, the thing is that what will happen? Will it break this 136? Will it break this 134,700? I don't know if we will get that low. Okay, I would say that we are downtrend, but it is not completely downtrend until we reach and we break over here. Okay, down here, which is 136 for the dollar, 136, this one, okay, this is the 136. With 136, we had two lower lows, and then after this happened, it rebounded up. Okay, it went upwards, we are again in a different pattern. This pattern again, we can link it somehow to the same triangle that I showed before. If we go to a 4-hour chart, it can even be easier to see that we can even go down here and see. And we don't know how far this can go. Okay, whoa, what the heck am I doing now? Hello, it's just like this magnetic thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes they don't. No, this is not this pattern. Forget about this. This is not this pattern. That's wrong. Delete this. This is wrong. Forget about this. It looks like it, but it's not. No, it's not. Maybe from lower, but then it would have already broken. No, I don't see this. If we don't break this soon, let's try to do it in the 4-hour chart. In the 4-hour chart, we are here, and from here, the highest high is here, guys. Look at this. We're talking about the 11th. So, if from May, we're downtrend in the Great British Pound US dollar. We are downtrend. The thing is that there's a strong support around here. There are buyers, and I don't know what's going on in England. Really, I don't follow this pair that much. Okay, so I'm not an expert. John is the expert about this. I want him one day to talk about indexes, and I would like also that he analyzes well the Great British Pound US dollar, because probably he's got more news than me. But from my point of view, we're downtrend slowly, because we're talking about the Internet Explorer of currencies here, so it takes its time. But whenever it breaks that 135 that I showed in this line, we are on a massive, probably correction downtrend. So right now we are on a downtrend, probably until this 136.6, and then after that we might have a spike up from here. Depends on how low we're getting. You see that this went down, it went up. Oh Lord, gotta put my. Okay, nice. Oh. Okay, here we are. My wife's coming because somebody's hungry. Okay, that's about it. 136 to confirm the downtrend that we are breaking. Once we are breaking over here, it means that we are completely downtrend. If we spike up again, we just need to wait a bit more. I don't think it will spike up trend that much. But for sure it will go downtrend. Okay, apart from here, we've got this famous currency that I don't know who was asking. I think it was Joe. Joe was asking about this. She'll want to stream also. Yeah, you're right, man. Everybody wants to be famous here. No, the only one is my wife. She's a streamer. Okay, let's see. Which was the currency, Joe, that you wanted to... sorry, my memory is terrible. I'm deleting all these things. I don't know why the hell I've got them here. Everybody wants to be famous in my family. Let's see if we get somebody to get, you know, like all of these streamers and be rich. I wanted to actually... I'm going to say something. I wanted to start also talking about, if you don't mind, indexes. Because something interesting from my point of view is happening, and it's that I think that we are in a moment that the indexes are gonna have a big boom happening soon. This is the Dow Jones. Okay, we are on the highest in history. Okay, this is the highest in history. 35,000 points, guys. This is amazing. Okay, we need to talk that we, like, last year was it 2021? Last year we were in, where the hell were we? We were down here, guys. Look at that. We were down here before coronavirus, and with coronavirus we went to 18,000. Now, let's put this into perspective. This is a weekly chart. Okay, guys? Look at this. When I'm talking, a lot of times I'm talking about trading in Telegram groups, and I'm talking with people that they, like, a lot of people want to make money fast. Okay? And, of course, look, if you are lucky enough to buy down here when something like this happens, you know, when you have coronavirus, we can go back to 2008 and there would be something like that similar. Okay, you go to 2008, somewhere around here, you have another one. You see, if you're lucky enough to get one of these, congratulations. But not everybody is able to get one of these moments. Okay, so my suggestion is to learn to invest long term. Okay, so it means that you can You can trade, you can scalp, you can do all of these, but I always suggest that you have something. You have something called the Buffett indicator. You know, it's actually very interesting when it tells if the market is in a moment, in a situation that it can blow. Okay, it's the Buffett indicator. Well, I think this gentleman has earned it. That we respect him because what he has done is amazing. Look, again, this is another point of buying. And well, if we would be all Buffetts, you know, we probably would not be here. I don't think that he streams, you know. He lives in the same house as before. He's just a simple guy. I love the video. There's a video where they are, I think they're in a 7-Eleven with Bill Gates. And they're serving ice creams and all of this. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. Anyway, guys, I've got some people talking to me. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll check that afterwards. If you're not lucky enough to buy at one of these moments, which is the majority of people, imagine that you bought over here. Okay, it's 2018. Okay, you buy over here and you're buying over here and you're very happy, and then imagine, or you're buying, just imagine in January. Look, I made it. Now you're going to laugh at me, but I exchanged rubles to dollars or dollars to rubles in January, pre-coronavirus. Okay, so it means that we were here. Okay, no, this is January. So I'll go, I was up here when I exchanged my dollars to rubles. Okay, so I wondered, this is the drop that we had, which is like, we're talking about how many points? That's 10,000 points, okay? Imagine whoever bought over here and sold over here, probably like, jumped out of a skyscraper. So that's one, like, I always tell you, look, use stop loss, manage your risk, okay, and everything. Make sure, like, because it's amazing. I have people that when they're losing, they keep the positions open and they continue hoping and praying that things will change, okay? But when they're winning, you know, when their position is actually really going the way it's supposed to be, they are shaking that something is gonna go wrong, and all of a sudden they're going to lose their profit, and they just close, you know, and they lose most of their movement. They lose most of the profits, you know. So you are, let's put it this way, you know, you go to a daily chart, and you know, you are, let's say, over here, and you are here. Let's put it, imagine this here. You are over here and you're selling, you know, and you're buying. You're like, oh, bollocks, now it's going down. Well, I'll hold, and it continues dropping, and you continue holding, and you continue holding, and probably you'll end up selling, because there is a moment when either you get a margin call or something, and you end up selling over here, okay? Then the trend changes, and you're like, damn it, and then you start buying over here, but you don't even sell, you don't even like close your position over here, or even higher, even though the indicators tell you, hey, this is going up, but like, don't sell, don't close your position, don't close your position. People are afraid, and they just close the positions before they can reach the full profit of their positions, okay? But they just hold those losing positions so much that it's incredible. So please make sure that you're not one of those. Have a stop loss where you need to, have a take profit where you need to. We have, this was May, we've been having different up and downs. I think whoever knows me, I always say that we are on the market right now is in a bubble. That's what I say. Uh, I think it needs a massive correction. I don't know. I don't have a ball. Okay, so I don't know where. Well, I see over here. Look, that's a fantastic, beautiful point of intersection. The 33,000. Um, Here you've got another one, the 31. I don't know how far this can go down. Okay, that's for the Dow Jones. If you go to the SP 500, you've got the same, guys. Okay, we've got a never-ending rising. Okay, we are on a 4,000. We're talking that we are in a point of, I don't know, no return. There's a lot of money in the markets. Whenever the interest rates for the dollar rises, whenever the Fed changes things, I don't know where's the stop on the downtrend over here, because it means that a lot of money will go out of the markets. A lot of money will go out of the markets because, of course, if they say, look, I'm putting money on the SP 500. The SP 500, well, on a regular basis, is giving you a 10% yearly. That's why if you make more than 10%, it means that you're beating the market yearly. Okay, yearly. That's the average for the last 100 years, if I'm not mistaken. If you cannot make 10%, it means that you better just invest in the SPY. I think it's an FD. EFT, sorry, or whatever. Yeah, and it tells you, like, look, at least you'll get 10%. Okay, with its corrections, whatever, but you get nearly 10% yearly out of that money, which is great. No bank gives you that. Okay. The thing is that over here, whenever the Fed changes things, whenever the Fed for the dollar index, I'm going to try to find the dollar index here. Here we are. Whenever the Fed changes things here, and this gets close to 100 again, we're talking on serious things happening. We're talking, look at that. Look how the dollar went strong over here. It went weak over here. I remember the dollar at this period. I think it was 160 for a euro. Okay, 1 euro was $160, 1.6. And over here, yeah, it was like, I think like 1. So like normally the Fed tries to have a €1 is $1.05. That's the currency exchange that they're interested in on an average. But of course, they need to focus on their economy first. And right now they have quite a big problem with the coronavirus and everything, and the employment rates and all of this. So we need to see on what happens with the next non-farm payrolls. Last ones, I think they were pretty good. The previous ones were terrible. We need to see what happens. As long as the Fed keeps the interest rate very low and the bonds also low, the 10-year and all of this, the dollar is not going to rise. But whenever that happens, whenever all of those bonds, all of the interests go back up, the markets are going to have a massive sellout, and I don't know where the markets are going to end up. Okay, this is the Spanish. This is the Spanish market is not right now. Spain is a never-ending story. This is the euro, the USD ruble. So this was my great operation. I want to show you how fantastic my operation. So I bought rubles right over here at 61, 10th of January. 61. So it means that I bought at 61 and Yeah, a month later it was 81. So that was the worst operation in history for any of you who exchanges currency. Just imagine from 61 to 81, okay, in less than a month and a half. So, and I sold my dollars here instead of selling them here. So just use a calculator. Just imagine $10,000 over here. I got, 600,000 or whatever. Over here would have been 800,000. Okay, so just for you to understand, like it's a 20%. Like it's massive. That's why the ruble, this exotic pairs that they're called, they have all of these effects that, well, for me are fascinating. Okay, well, the ruble, I spent time in Russia, so for me it's very interesting to see. You see, like look, it was $30. Okay, 30 rubles for a dollar in 2014, and right now we're at 74. Okay, but it went back. You see, look at that. So imagine that you had $10,000 here, or you bought, and then you can just sell over here. That's why these exotic pairs are very interesting if you know how to trade them. Okay, also you need to be very patient, because you need to be checking their macroeconomy. You need to be checking, for example, Russia is very dependent on gas, very dependent on the petrol, the oil price and everything. So if you have money to invest and to wait, you can get these movements. Okay, you can be getting these movements. This is 2015, this is 2016, but we're talking about 3 months. But look at that. So again, 60, 81. Again, you are over here and you say, look, I'm gonna buy over here rubles or whatever, I'm gonna sell, and then look at that, 67. So what I mean is that in these exotic pairs, there's a lot of opportunity, but you need to be very patient. It's not from one day to the other one, okay? Because normally the spreads are very high, okay? So for 1 day scalping and all of these things, it doesn't work. But if you keep your position, there are several brokers that they're swap free. Okay, so if you find one of those brokers that they're swap free for these kind of pairs, they might be interesting for you. Okay, again, this is not investment advice, it's only for educational purposes. Let's see what else I've got over here. Here. I go to PC here, here. Well, here we are. Last thing that we're going to be talking about right now is, Joe, what was your currency that you were talking? I don't remember. It was Great British Pound, JPY. Okay, again. Let's see, Great British. I don't remember. My guys, this is the footage. Then why the hell I have this? Is stocks. Why I'm checking here? This is supposed to be for stocks. This is supposed to be for forex. Sorry, I mix my charts. Don't do this at home. So you tell me Great British Pound, JPY. Great British Pound, JPY. This is yen, I think. I think it was this one that I checked. That's what, yeah, we've got here the chart. We've got all my rectangles. This is my chart. So I need to add this one. How do I like? I just don't add it and it will appear here. Add it. Great British Pound, JPY. And I want to add it. There you go. Now it's on my list. Thanks. So we were talking about this one last week. That's a weekly chart. We need to go to a 4-hour chart to check what the heck was going on. Oh, this is. We had a line over here. We have a strong resistance over here. I guess I don't know what I said last week. Again, I'm probably the worst streamer ever. I think I need to start taking notes on what I'm saying to make sure that I'm stable on what I'm saying, but I think that anyway, I'm analyzing every week, so it means that if I make a mistake, you're more than welcome to say, "Hey Juan, you're wrong," because analyzing live, it's you're never going to be right all the time. Okay, it's like it's impossible. Whoever says that I'm always right, don't believe them. Okay, a lot of times I'm wrong, so just take that as a real thing. Well, this is a downtrend clearly since June, May. So since May, we're going down over here. Well, I don't know what's happening in Japan either. I can't catch up. I was watching Bloomberg for quite a while ago, but I can't keep up watching all of these economic news. I can. Yeah, thank you very much, sorry. I can't keep up with all of these things that are happening around the world. We've got with these vaccines, it's a never-ending story. If we go actually to the daily chart, we have. Let's see how this. Look at that. Let's see how can we get this to a pattern. Do we have a pattern around here? Or we don't. I'm trying to see if we have some kind of pattern over here. Damn it, this is going to Mordor. No, wait, this line is a 4 hour. We need to strict it to 4 hour, not on a daily chart. I don't want a daily chart. So over here, this was the 8th of July. I don't know what day is today. Today's the 18th of July. The 18th of July. Whoa, guys! Last days this was dropping like hell. Whoa. Don't know what's happening to the yuan again, but it's I don't know what's happening. They've got many coronavirus kind of cases again. Look at these guys. Look, we've got since March. That's a long time ago. Okay, which means that I would say this trend line is pretty strong. Okay, because it comes touching 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, guys, this is 4 times trend line touching. Is maybe not be drawn perfectly, but we're talking about 4 times touching. I guess that this week will be it. This is a daily chart, okay guys? If we break this trend line on a daily chart, look at this. We have over here a new pattern. Look at this. New trend line here, over here. This is the RSI is 82.52. This is 82.43. So this one is the highest one. So it'll be from here. So we can actually draw it to here. Well, there we go. We can put it on 1 pixel. We don't need to be that strong. Look at that. From here, which is the day of the 24th of February, and the other one is coming from 2020. That's last year. So this uptrend trend line is coming from the COVID time, guys. This uptrend trend line is coming from the COVID time. So we might be that this moment in May was the highest of the highest of the highest highs, okay? Because since all of these moments, look on how far down we've got. If we cross down here, in my experience, if we break down here, this is going to go down like a rock. It means that we're going to be breaking probably below. We're going to go below all of this. We're going to go below this. And once we're below this, you know the coyote? So the coyote is telling you that speed runner, and the coyote, it means that if we break down here, which is, I think that this will collide at the same time. Means that from here, kataboom, there are different points. So it means that, okay, let's put it this way. Okay, look, instead of putting it this way, I'll put it with a nice drawing. So it means that if this breaks, this should be going around here. Hey, what the heck is going here, here? So we can be saying that we are, I don't know, even dropping. I don't know how far you can drop, but normally drops are stronger. Let's say that we go down here. Okay, it tries to go up, but it can't. We continuously go down again. Again, all of this is, you know, it's theory. Okay, everything is theory, guys. Okay, and we are going to around here pre-COVID. Okay, this is the worst scenario ever. Okay, what I'm just talking about is that we were here. We can go back to maybe even just over here, maybe down here. We are talking about 140 around, okay, and we are in 151 right now. So this is the worst scenario. I just did it like in a minute without even checking resistances, without even checking the supports, without checking anything. Okay, so don't take it as, oh, it will go to 134. No, don't take it this way. What I'm just saying is that normally when the forex drops, the stocks drop, they always drop much faster than they rise. Always. Because whenever people sell, it's like, you know, sheep, everybody starts selling. You know, it's like it's a stupidity that just goes along with a lot of other people. So he's like, oh, my stock or my money, I'm losing, blah, 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 everyone stops. So just stay safe. If I always suggest to make your own analysis. Okay, check your own analysis, check the volumes, check how the MACD, how, I don't know, the Bollinger Bands are going around here. We can add the Bollinger Bands. Okay, we check over here. Bollinger, let's see how they're going. There we are. We've got Bollinger Bands now. Bollinger Bands are not very good right now. They're telling us that this is going down. If we add, I like Ichimoku. I'm a very fan of Ichimoku. I don't know if you know how it works, but I'm a very big fan of Ichimoku. I'll remove the Bollinger Bands to see it better. Let's see. Well, we've crossed the clouds, and we're already below the red line. Okay, this one I will delete it. Okay, we don't need this one. We are already below this red line. Okay, the Ichimoku is an indicator that was created by hand by a Japanese, I think it was university teacher, and he did everything by hand with his students. We're talking about a time that there were no computers, but he saw different patterns. It's a very interesting indicator to study, and I use it a lot in stocks, okay, and in indexes. I believe that it works much better in high time frames than in lower time frames. The problem of lower time frames is that the volatility is much higher because of the news. But when you are on a higher time frame, you know, all that noise disappears. Okay, so over here we have that the price is already below this. Wait, I'm going to remove. Okay, we are already below. I'll remove everything. We only have the Ichimoku right now. So the Ichimoku is, we have the clouds, okay, and we have different lines. Okay, we can see that right now the price is below the two main lines. These lines, they're on different periods. Okay, one is like normally like 40, or it goes from the back. Okay, and then we've got this one. This is the interesting line. It's kind of green, I would say. I'm colorblind, so yeah, fantastic for me when I'm checking all of these charts. That's why I always use black and white. So this line, you can see that it always takes the closing price of each session. So you can see that it's it reacts, but it's normally, I don't know, 40 periods or a certain amount of periods behind. Right now, this has broken the cloud. Okay, so this means it's below. It's below the two moving averages, the two lines that we have over here. Let's call it moving averages. And this one is entering the cloud. Okay, we have this here. So we have a very interesting thing happening over here. I would say that whatever happens from here to here, which is actually 4 days, this is 4 days. If it breaks this cloud downtrend, it means that if this line continues going down, if this line from here continues going down, it will continue going down if this continues going down. Okay, so it means if this goes down here, the Ichimoku cloud has confirmed to you that the trend has changed. So it means that also this RSI would be below the line, and we would be on a downtrend. Okay. I don't know if you've ever checked the Ichimoku, but it's very, very useful. I strongly suggest you that you check about it and no, that's the wrong one. I didn't want to delete that one. I want to take out this one. Over here it says 4 days. So 4 days is we're talking about next week. Whatever happens next week, you can see that sometimes, you know, all of this is broken out over here, but then this touches, and whenever it's around here, this will boom go up. And all of a sudden people are saying, why the hell is this going up, you know? And you open the Ichimoku and this line just enters the cloud and it bounces back up. Okay, so this is a very interesting indicator that I suggest that you check for high time frames. Okay, when you are studying currencies, stocks, indexes, any instrument that you want to analyze, it's interesting to see how different indicators, different oscillators, everything, they can be giving you, and you need confirmation by several of this. Okay, my point of view is that this is going downtrend. Okay, I think that this will continue, this will break. The thinner the cloud, the easier to break. Okay, this, you know, if the price is here, you know, it means that, like, if look at that, like it's, if we're trying to break, you see how this line that we're talking about that right now is about to break was always above the price, which is normal. When it's uptrend, it's always above the price. When it starts ranging, it's the moment of like, what the hell is happening? What the hell is happening? And then we are in a moment when normally this cloud becomes very thin, and normally to confirm this should break down. After this, you should get, you should get something like this from this one, also with the price. Okay, so the price will probably go down, as we said, and from here try to go up, but it won't be able. So from here we're going down. Okay, so that's my scenario. That's what I think will happen, but don't take my word as the Bible, because hey, I'm not an economist, I'm not a financial advisor. This is only for educational purposes. I'm only showing you different and interesting things. I'll actually leave all of these things to see. Let's see what happens next week. Okay, I'll leave it this way. Look at the Bollinger Bands. Everything is downtrend since over here. It touched, I would say this is going down. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. Oh, I said it was going up last time. Yeah, well, it depends on this. Look at this, guys. Joe, look at this. It went up over here, and then ever since, every day. Look at this. The first day is 5 days. We are going up. Look at this. It went up, and then we have it touched. You go to the Bollinger Bands, which are also fantastic. I love the Bollinger Bands. Look at this. It touched the middle of the Bollinger Bands. I will remove the Ichimoku so it's easier to see. It touched over here. And look at that. From here, downtrend. So Joe, like what is very important is that this changes every week depending on the news, depending on everything. Okay. Yes, it can go up. And over here, look at this. It touched over here, and after touching, it went all the way up. Okay, and look at this cloud, this candle. This candle that we have over here, this candle is an evolving, okay? This candle is telling you, hey, we are changing. We are not going down. We are going up. But all of a sudden, this touched the moving average from the Bollinger Band, and it couldn't get through. Man, look, just look at this. Like it's whenever it touched it, like blah, 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 and next day, which was the 13th, I don't know what was the 13th, it passed it, and we can go back to the 1 hour chart on the 13th, which will be around here. And one moment, let's get to the 4 hour. We were on the we were in the daily charts. So we are here. This is let's make this here. 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 So now we go to the, let's say the 15 minutes. This should be here. We go to it was the 13th we said. We go to the 13th. This was the 13th. Look at that, man. Look at that. It went up. 12th, it went up. It couldn't get past it. Okay. Is there any volume here? Yeah. Look at that. It went up over here. It went and it crossed it. Okay, the moving average. And look at what happened. From here to here, man. Joe, look at that. From here down here. So we're talking about, whoa, just a boom, kataboom, boom, boom. Okay, that's a coyote drop. So things can change all of a sudden. We were here, which was 69.70 for the RSI, and we went down to 24. Okay, 24, 25, 24, 25. Okay, so I don't know what happened that day. You need to check the news, man. Like you need to check for the news of these pairs. Okay, I don't trade this pair. But something happened this day, and it tried. You had a rebounds up and all of this. It tried again, and look at that. Whenever it touched it, massive sellout. Okay, so it tried it, and it couldn't. It tried it, and it couldn't. So it's like there's not much to say. Where the hell are we now? Here, sorry. That's what I mean. So. It was going to go up, but it couldn't get past that moving average. It just broke. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you for your time. My wife also needs me, and my daughter. So keep in touch. Gold member. We are in @We Love Gold. I think it's welovegold.eu. which brings you to the Telegram. I will try to make a link to this streaming easier because it seems I'm terrible at it. But it's the second time, so please forgive me. Thank you very much for your time. I'm sorry I was late, well, family issues. Anyway, have a great week. Good trading. Love you all. Take good care. And now I need to press stop. Take care.